Should you go down the bayou for this menu update?
Prince of the Bear. Today we're at Disney's Port Orleans, Riverside, because it's time to go back to
the Boatwrights.
Place for the boats. Just happened to be right because it's your number one choice of foodie infotainment. We're here to try the things on this new menu, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. She's building the ship this time.
It's time to foodie and chill. Our beloved cornbread is now goodbye, and we have a vegan as is ciabatta bread with these beautiful cuts here. Let's just bring her in half. So it's like a half cut and then a middle cut, so you can just grab like a little piece here. I think that's very nice and innovative. And then I got some earth balance butter here because that remained, thankfully. Ooh. Let me just decorate her. Yes. Cheers to a new menu. We love a good, complete menu overhaul. When there was cornbread here, we would compare it to Whispering Canyon. And Whispering Canyon was better. Now that we have this ciabatta, we're going to be comparing it with Trattoria Alferno forever. So, yeah, I don't know which one is better. It might be here. I love this. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 breads. It gives very good bread, and I hope it calls me tomorrow. I'm going to be waiting by my phone for this bread.
I am glad that Boatwright is finally starting to evolve its identity. It's so long been sort of like the forgotten child of this resort, so the fact that they're trying to do something a little bit different in the menu, I appreciate. Even with the loss of cornbread, I like change too. You got this brand new chimichurri butter. Now that is a new one. You see all those specks of the chimichurri in there, and peppers in there. Spreadable. The consistency of the ciabatta is perfect. With that nice crust on the outside, nice warm soft center, but it still holds up under the spread of the butter. That chimichurri butter is something special. Like, it's just enough chimichurri to get that flavor, but it's not overpowering. You can do too much chimichurri, and it's still very much butter. That balance is immaculate. I would give that 4.75 out of 5 claws. Delicious. So in the ever-evolving identity of Boatwright, they have this brand new shrimp cocktail. And they don't want to do plain shrimp cocktail. They are doing it their own style with a remoulade base with a bunch of ajillo peppers in here as well to give it a little bit of tart. So you have these 5 shrimp laid out in that sauce. And for those of you who need it, they also get a little bit of lemon or lime on here. I like lime, actually. I'll take that over lemon any day of the week. Tail on. I've given up that fight. I'm going to go ahead and just seep it in the sauce. Look at that. Beautiful. That is the antithesis of not boring. That is delicious. I love the character that the ajillo peppers give the remoulade. It goes from what would normally be like a thick sauce that was just, it's tart, but it gives it a little bit more personality. That with like the chilled shrimp, and they have the herbs on them as well, is wonderful. A lot more than like a base cocktail sauce. I love that. I could do with 50 of these to go and a tub of that sauce to bathe in. I'd say 4.75 out of 5 claws. That is delicious. And I have never said that about shrimp cocktail. Well, in a restaurant. So, Boatwright is going all in with this brand new wedge salad. There's actually 2 versions of this salad. So I got what would normally be the non-vegan salad. So it does normally come with bacon, but I modified it for our vegetarian community. So all you do is remove the bacon and the rest of the salad is vegetarian as is. You have this wonderful roasted tomato confit on top with this blue cheese dressing with a succotash on here as well. And then you have pickles and everything else in here. All of the fixings on a nice wedge. And it is covered in the blue cheese. So I hope that you like it funky. And we're not talking like electric slide style. I don't know why I try to cut things with my left hand. It never works. Left-handed people, I know this is stupid, but I don't know how you do it. Exactly the way I do it, just the opposite. But I just don't understand it. I know there are those of you out there, okay, who, for whatever reason, don't like blue cheese. It's an acquired taste, I'll admit. But in the combination with the right ingredients, blue cheese is like the blues. You will feel it, like, in your soul. Not just in your taste buds, you'll feel it all the way down your spine. It's like an enveloping feeling. And super tasty. I love the crunch of the salad, how fresh all the ingredients are. The tomato confit is excellent. And Boatwright has always been very good about modifications and knowing their food. So even if you don't want the blue cheese, I'm sure they would happily put the green goddess dressing from the vegan salad on the salad base. You just ask. But that is delicious. It gives me vibes of the old 50s primetime salad that had the paper bacon on it. Like that level of freshness. I approve. I would give this 4 out of 5 claws.
We tossed a new salad at Boatwright's, and I'm going to miss the jambalaya salad because it had some beautiful fixins on there. But this also has some beautiful fixins. I don't think I've ever had pickled green beans before on anything ever. This beautiful tomato confit, green goddess dressing, corn, croutons. Like, this is a dream right here. I gotta get one of these green beans in here. I need to see what it's like for science. That was a journey. That was incredible. That is not a salad. That is sweet, savory, tangy. Oh my gosh. I love the tomato. I love the corn. I love the green beans. The croutons are buttery, but like obviously they don't have butter on them, like butter. But oh my gosh, the wedge salad, like the wedge portion of it is just like the crunch. The rest of it is just all flavor and fab, and probably one of the better green goddess dressings that I've had in several years. This is a delicious salad, and I would give it a 5 out of 5. I would put this on the salad crawl. It tosses my salad.
I like a fresh salad. I like that they took what's basically on the menu and they added a vegan option and then an option for everybody else without severely altering it so that you get basically something for everybody. Having a wedge salad that both the non-vegans would eat and the vegans would eat, and then the vegans get their own salad is good. And you can switch it up. So this one has like a roasted corn succotash and then green beans with a green goddess dressing. I wonder, after I eat the other salad, how this is going to compare. I'm a hater. I'm not too proud to admit that. I hate things. And when I do, I hate hard. I hate with my soul. I hate with nuance, okay, and precision timing, but I am, in fact, a hater. Me and green beans, we slap box. We aren't friends. I don't love green beans. There are the rare occasion I'll run into a green bean. The Princess's green bean casserole comes to mind.
I don't make casserole, sir. I make green beans.
She just makes green beans. I'm sorry, doesn't make green bean casserole. But pickled green beans, okay. I may be a minor fan. Not like, you won't see me in the stands. You won't see me at green bean games, pickled green bean games. But, you know, you might see me supporting you from the background, way in the back. That is delicious. Green goddess dressing to me has always been like too green. Like it's too much. But the tartness of the pickle and the green bean with the green goddess and then that roasted corn on top, that's good. That's a good salad. Honestly, I'm thinking that the non-vegan salad's going to have a hard time beating this one. That is very good. I give that 4.25 out of 5 claws.
This is my third time trying the illustrious Creole lentils. And it comes with this beautiful tofu ricotta, which is literally my favorite. So what you want to do is you want to get the ricotta and you want to scoop it up with the lentils and a little bit of rice and just go to town. I've been on a big lentil kick lately, so this just kind of hits the lentil spot for me. Plus, you have this like pow of spiciness. I want to say it's like a 4 out of 10 on the heat scale. Not too hot, not too not hot, and delicious. I love the tofu ricotta. If they put like 3 times as much as they put here, I would go to town. I do love getting like a huge amount of it every time I grab some of the Creole lentils. So yeah, I would put like double. You don't really need to, but I would put double of the ricotta because it was amazing. Amazing. This whole dish is amazing, and I love this. This is better than the jambalaya. This is better than any other vegan option that they have offered me in the past. Mad props to Chef David. It is a 4.75 out of 5 Creole lentils.
It's hard to describe this dish in words. It's something that really needs to be experienced because I know some of you would see tofu ricotta and sort of balk. Cheese people will not be convinced that anything is ever going to replace how amazing cheese can be in a dish. But the combination of the Creole flavors in this dish combined with the chorizo lentil with the tofu ricotta is what makes this truly special. You really got to get everything in one bite. When the spice of the chorizo meets that tofu ricotta, everything else mixed in, the vegetables, the way they've soaked up all that heat, it's excellent. It is a super savory plant-based dish that honestly this time of year with the weather up and down, especially at night, perfect like sit by the fire comfort food. And here at Boatwright, you get a fire to sit by. You really can't ask for much else. That 4.75 out of 5 plus. The often overlooked but not to be underestimated, the Taste of the Bayou platter is a reason that a lot of people come here at Boatwright's because you have an all-you-care-to-enjoy platter with all of the things, the home-style food that you want with character, unlike Liberty Tree. Is that a little bit of shade? Yes, but again, hater with nuance. We're going to start with the things that haven't really changed on this platter. First up is the mac and cheese. You still get that centerpiece of the mac and cheese. You get a little breadcrumbs on top. It's cheesy. The whole thing should be. The breadcrumbs are a nice touch. It is cheesy. Doesn't taste like box. It is a nice home style mac and cheese. But it's mac and cheese. No complaints. 3.25 out of 5 flaws. Here you have the mashed potatoes, and everybody loves a good mashed potato. These are served skin on, which, I have no issues with. Sometimes skin on is better than just, shaved. Shaved potato, skin potato. We don't say shaved, do we? I hope not. Nice and buttery, thick, super thick, like 3 C's. Not quite Mega the Stallion thick, but thick. Don't worry. I did take a magic pill. I have no intention of keeling over in the middle of this plate. I would give these a 3.75 out of 5 claws. Also mostly unchanged is the beef brisket. You have these cuts of beef, nice and cooked. You have that color to it on the edges. People like their beef, so come get your beef brisket. If by chance you had no teeth, you would not need them. You can gum them. It literally just falls apart in your mouth, as beef brisket should. If I have to chew beef brisket, I'll probably not come and eat at your house ever again. I give that 3.5 out of 5 claws. So one of the newer reimagined items on the Taste of the Bayou, replacing the seasonal vegetable, is this corn succotash. You know, it's very similar to like what you see at the corn succotash at Homecoming, but with a little bit of bayou flair. So you have the tomatoes, the corn, obviously, green beans in here, pieces of bacon, and then the entire thing is cooked in bacon fat. That's Southern gold, if you will. Look at that. Oftentimes, when you see things cooked in like some sort of animal fat, depending on how it's executed, it can be a little bit greasy. You may lose the flavor and all that. But I am tasting like that sort of like bacon glaze of everything. It gives the corn a nice like savory flavor. Still a little bit sweet, but everything balances out. You have the pieces of bacon in there as well. And then the green beans, they're like that friend in the group you don't like, but you don't mind as long as you have everybody else. The bacon makes up for that. I would give it 4 out of 5 claws. Now here is one of the stars of the All You Care to Enjoy pork ribs. They were bourbon glazed before, now they're hickory smoked. And I'm telling you already, just picking them up, they're feeling very much of the tendernism. Fall off the bone? No, but like it's already like disintegrating beneath my finger, and I don't have any glasses to throw. So I like the smoke of the hickory. It gives it like that, definitely like the wood fire smoky flavor without going like overboard or being like too sweet. I like my ribs, but I don't want to feel like I'm eating candy. And these are definitely giving that slow cooked pork rib flavor. I love that. Messy fingers, completely worth it. I would give that 4 out of 5 claws. Replacing the crispy chicken are these new seasoned chicken thighs. They feel nice and tender, nice and thick. Feels like a nicer cut of the chicken. I just want to take a bite out of this entire thing. I'm just going to do the juiciest looking part here on top. Even though you don't have that crispy skin on it because of the different kind of chicken and the way it's cooked, the way that it's seasoned, you know, like when you put your finger in like a seasoning mix, you have a little bit on top and you lick it. Imagine that like on chicken. The way that the chicken holds on to the seasoning, excellent. Tasty. I could just do with more of the skin, honestly. That is super tasty, super worth it. And if I want more, it's literally all you care to enjoy. And I will enjoy all of it. I am not. I'm one of those weirdos that's not really a skin person. I will remove the skin for most chicken. Fried chicken, I'm taking it off. If you bake chicken and the skin is terrible, I'm taking it off. I really just want the meat of the chicken. I want all of this. Give this entire platter 4.25 out of 5 claws. There's a lot of all you care to enjoy platters on property. Some of those aren't worth mentioning. This is one. I think if you love this display of food, you come get this. It's getting all like the southern fixins without going like overboard into Thanksgiving. That's more shade. And I feel like it's a much different offering than something that you would get at Whispering Canyon, perhaps. Not better, but equally as good. Seeing the way this menu continues to evolve is glorious. You have these loaded Gouda or smoked Gouda cheesy potatoes, a little bit of spiced Gouda covered in chives. If you happen to be Redditors and you guys are familiar with Chivegate, you judge these chives accordingly. Somebody literally cooked here. Seasoned potatoes. So it's potatoes that are seasoned in spice, then with the melted Gouda, and then with the chives. On my mouth, it's filled with the smokiest aftertaste of like cooked wedges with glorious, glorious deep Gouda flavor. A little punch of the chives. Cheesy potato fiends. You won't find a better cheese for on Disney World property. That's a 5 out of 5 claws. That's on the Barry Ceci's list. Hidden on the menu, not hidden, but you need to get these. And don't share them with your friends. Make them get their own.
We cannot come to a location that serves House of Brown and not enjoy a House of Brown. So we got a gorgeous House of Brown rosé, my favorite vegan wine, black-owned, woman-owned business. Cheers, support your POCs, especially now. I love this. I literally have any excuse in the world to get this. I will. It's just so delicious and bright and fruity and perfectly balanced for a rosé. So I would give it a 5 out of 5. House of Browns, it is perfection. Pink perfection.
To survive the sweltering heat of the bayou, Riverside, French Quarter, Port Orleans, why shouldn't I sit here in my nice comfortable chair and have a little tea with bourbon in it? So I got a bourbon peach tea. I think you just want to sing Georgia, but you don't want me to sing on this channel. Nice peach liqueur. The bourbon is nice and comforting. I feel relaxed now. I just need a rocking chair, maybe a hand fan, nice tailored white suit, maybe a banjo. I can't play the banjo. I wish I could. I can't play the banjo. Maybe ukulele. Not that either. Harmonica. I've always wanted to learn how to play harmonica. I would give this a 3.75 out of 5 claws. It is one of the staple drinks here, and honestly, you have a full bar next door, so if you wanted something different, you can definitely order whatever. Who doesn't like chocolate cake? I know that there are tons of variety of cakes in here, but everything always comes back to everybody wants a signature chocolate cake. Steakhouse 71 has one. Turf Club has one. Boatwright does not want to be left out, so here they are with their own signature chocolate cake. 7 layers of milk. 7? 4 layers. 4 layers of chocolate with a mixture of chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. And you have chocolate ganache. You even have a little Port Orleans chocolate medallion here on top. And not white chocolate, the dark chocolate. My chocolate. Yes, and then each layer is soaked in a bourbon syrup. So you're getting chocolate, triple, with bourbon. Nothing wrong with that. Now this is a ridiculously sized cake. They do say that it is a shareable portion. I am not going to tell you how to live your vacation. If you don't want to share this with your family, there are other desserts on the menu. They can order their own cake. Taking a chunk out of the side of that is a mammoth task, even for a bear. But you can definitely feel the layers of chocolate, the differentiation between each one. And the bourbon syrup, while light, is definitely there. That is chocolate worthy of Disney's Port Orleans. I would give that a 4 out of 5 claws. As hard as it leans hard on your taste buds.
The brand new vegan dessert is this gorgeous vanilla custard with a pistachio trail and some beautiful seasonal fruits. Current season is going to be the cherry. It's giving me vibes of flan. And I haven't had real flan in a very long time. Not since I lived in California for many years of my life. I need to get some of this twirl, so I'm going to be impolite and use my fingies. All right. All in bite. I'm so excited. I enjoyed the pecan pie, but I was over it, so I'm glad we get a new one. So, why was this not at Festival of the Holidays? This is like, you know, when you go to, I don't know if it's a Christmas party or a family party or whatever, I don't know. Whatever those parties are where they serve like the spiced, what is it, like the hot spice drink punch thing, like a mule, whatever it is, the wine, the hot wine. It tastes like that, but creamy. This is delicious. I think this is so much better than the pecan, and I love the trail is like sticky almost, like a praline kind of. This is not like a crisp. It's unique, and I really love it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I think it is a Princessities item, and I think that if, regardless of what your thoughts were about the previous dessert, this one is amazing.
Brand new plant-based dessert. You didn't hear it here first, but, I mean, maybe you did. I'm not going to tell you where you heard things, but as your number one choice in foodie infotainment, when we see a new plant-based dessert, of course, we're going to infotain you. So we have this vanilla custard, a nice little jiggle to it, this nice little twirl on top, and then you have these winter cherries along with it. I feel like this is going to be one of those desserts that allows them to take full advantage of Disney's sort of like procurement process and have like seasonal fruits every season. So winter cherries right now makes complete sense. That I get. Yeah, there we go. Just get all up in there. All of the things. Beep. Maybe not. There we go. Maybe not. I love the way the spiced cherries hang in your mouth. And backstory, I don't love cherries. But the way they pair with the custard and the crunchiness of that pistachio, that's right, pistachio twirl is excellent. There's nothing about this that would ever make you question its validity. There's no sort of like weird plant-based aftertaste. It's just a good dessert. Whether you're vegan or not, you need to try this. Expand your horizons a little bit. That should be your goal for 2026. Come try this dessert. That's a 4.75 out of 5 balls. Peanut butter lovers rejoice. The peanut butter gods have heard us with this new peanut butter dessert here at Boatwright. You have a peanut butter mousse sprayed with chocolate. You have a cookie crumble on the bottom. And then you have this peanut butter caramel sauce topped with more peanuts. So all the nuts you can handle, and then even more. Just going to cut right in. I want all of the mousse. I want the nuts on top. And I definitely want this peanut butter caramel sauce at the bottom. And it looks like the stickiest of the icky. I don't want to pit our chef friends against each other because there are some amazing both culinary team members, chefs, pastry chefs all across Walt Disney World. But Chef Noah, if you're listening,
I don't think that was his.
I don't think that was your dessert at California Grill, but you need to come here and hit up Chef Amy and Chef David and try out these desserts. This dessert is amazing. I think this is better than the peanut butter torte that we had at California Grill for, what was that, like a year and a half? I feel for a very long time that Boatwright was that place that we couldn't recommend for anybody, but over the years we've seen it evolve and get better and better to where we have definitely been telling people it's time. It's been time to come, and now it's only getting better.
Mad props to Chef David for an amazing new menu update, and Chef Amy for some incredible new pastry options.
Yes. If you go to Boatwright's, ask for Nicola. If you're mean to her, we will find out.
She's amazing.
And we will find you. It's another one of our favorite cast members here at Port Orleans. We like adding to that corral of people. We've had a great time. Yes. And great food. But we want to know what you guys think of the new menu. Are you excited? Is this a place that's going to make your next list of reservations? Let us know in the comments below.
And we want to know what you're going to miss from the old menu and what you're excited to see on the next menu. So comment all of your sad things and your happy things. We want to know your thoughts.
Now, is there anything else you can see us do? The comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell. You can see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, Bear might just yeet himself into the river. And then what? Is he going to be on the wrong side of the river?
It'll be a river bear. Which I heard the girl.